Someone has been on your mind lately, haven't they? But what you might not realize is that right now, in this very moment, they're thinking about you too. And I don't mean just a passing thought, I mean deep, constant, soul stirring thoughts that won't let them rest. They think about you when they wake up in the morning, throughout their entire day, and especially before they go to sleep at night, hoping that thinking about you will somehow pull you into their dreams so they can be with you in that 5D space where nothing can keep you apart. Let me tell you what Spirit is showing me right here, right now. Hello, beautiful souls. This is Crystal from Spiritual Infusion Guidance. This person does not stop thinking about you. This is absolutely not a case of out of sight, out of mind. In fact, it's the complete opposite. You may have felt ignored. You may have felt forgotten. You may have wondered if they even care anymore. But I need you to understand something very important. You are in their mind constantly. Sometimes they're in that space of thinking about you 24/7, and I know that might be hard to believe, especially if you haven't heard from them in a while. But here's what's happening in their inner world. They wonder if you're happy. They wonder if you're feeling fulfilled in your life right now. They wonder if you've moved on to someone new. They wonder if you still care about them at all. And the question that haunts them the most, do they still have a chance with you? These thoughts come at them in waves throughout the day and night. When they're at work, suddenly there you are in their mind. When they're trying to focus on something else, your face appears in their thoughts. When they're doing the most mundane tasks, they're wondering what you're doing at that exact same moment. And here's what all of this internal wrestling is telling them. It's telling them to get up, to get moving, to come back to you and ask you directly what's going on in your life, to find out if they still have a chance, to see if you're going to forgive them for the distance, for the silence, for not showing up the way they should have, to discover if you have moved on or if you still care about them the way they care about you. Now, I'm hearing something very specific coming through from Spirit. This person feels something with you that they've never felt with another soul. They feel perfectly matched with you in every breath and every heartbeat. And yes, I'm thinking about that beautiful song from The Lion King, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Because there's a line in there about hearts beating in sync, and that's exactly what this person experiences when they're with you. They believe that your hearts literally beat together, like it's the same heartbeat when you are around each other. And this isn't just romantic fantasy for them. This is something they genuinely feel in their body, in their soul. Because when you are with each other and everything is working the way that it's supposed to, between the two of you, everything feels in sync. Everything feels perfect. Everything feels magical. Everything feels like coming home. This person is acknowledging something profound, that you are perfect for them and they desperately want to be perfect for you as well. They may not have told you this before. For some of you watching, they may have hinted at it or shared pieces of it. But for others, they've kept this deep knowing locked inside their heart, afraid to be that vulnerable, afraid to admit just how much you mean to them. But here's something else I'm getting very strongly. This person believes that your love is written in the stars. They believe there is a destiny between you. This isn't just wishful thinking on their part. This is something they ponder deeply. This is something they wonder about in quiet moments. This is something that keeps coming back to them, no matter how hard they try to dismiss it or rationalize it away. They know that there is something deeper, something more powerful than the ordinary happening in this connection between the two of you. They have always felt that. They have always believed that, even if they weren't ready to act on it before. Whether they chose to share that with you or not varies. For some of you, they may have shared glimpses of this knowing. For others, they would have kept it completely to themselves, maybe out of fear, maybe out of not knowing how to articulate something so profound. But I want you to understand something important right now. This person is fully aware that there is an undeniable spark and amazing chemistry between you. They recognize that there is a divine connection here. They understand that there is a love destiny at play. And these aren't just thoughts they had once and moved on from. These thoughts come at them randomly throughout the day, throughout the night, in all spaces and times. And here's what makes them vulnerable. They wonder if you have those same thoughts. Do you believe that there is a love destiny here between the two of you? Do you think of them the way that they think of you? Do you care for them the way that they care for you? Do you believe that there is an undeniable spark, an amazing chemistry between you both? These questions circle in their mind constantly. Now, you may have been confused by their behavior. You may have felt hurt by their silence or their distance. And I want to validate those feelings because they're real and they're justified. But what I need you to understand is that their pulling away wasn't about you not being enough. It wasn't because the connection faded or because they stopped caring. In fact, it was almost the opposite. The intensity of what they feel for you scared them. There is truly only one way for this person to find out the answers to all these questions burning inside them, and that is to reach out to you and ask you directly. And that's exactly what Spirit is showing me they're preparing to do. But you need to know that you are constantly in their heart, in their soul, and in their mind. Thoughts of you are never far away from this person because they do indeed think about you all the time. They think about partnership with you. They think about love with you. They think about building a real relationship with you. Not just the casual, surface level stuff. They're thinking about the deep, committed, build a life together kind of partnership. And they're thinking about what they need to do to make that possible. I'm hearing something very clearly from Spirit right now. I've been holding on to these words for far too long, and it's time I reveal them to you. Yes, it is time for full disclosure. It is time for a complete revelation of the feelings that they have for you. Because this person is finally realizing that they can't just keep everything shut down, locked in their head, buried in their heart. It's time to come forward and share with you exactly what they've been thinking about, exactly how they see this connection for the two of you playing out. Because what this person is acknowledging through all of this is we belong together. We are perfect for each other. We are a match made in heaven. And here's the truth they're finally facing. My love for you is written in the stars. We have incredible chemistry. We have a powerful spark that won't go away no matter how much distance or time passes. This connection is beyond anything ordinary, and I ran away from it. I denied it for far too long because I was scared, because I wasn't ready, because I had my own healing to do. And now they're thinking constantly about what they need to do to address this, to get back to you, so that you can get back to being us, so that you can resume exploring this undeniable spark and amazing chemistry and deep love that exists between you. For some of you, this person may have had commitment fears. For others, they may have been dealing with external circumstances, maybe work stress, maybe family obligations, maybe their own mental health struggles. But whatever the reason for the distance, they want you to know it was never about you not being worthy or good enough. It was always about their own internal battles. Now let's dive into what the cards are revealing about this person's specific thoughts and what's coming for you. The first card that came forward is the Page of Cups, and this is so significant because pages are messengers. With the Page of Cups, we're talking about a message of love coming directly at you from the person who loves you, and that would be your person reaching out to you very soon to share so much with you that they've been holding back. Now, the Page of Cups is a water sign, which represents Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. But please understand, you don't have to be a water sign, and you don't have to be any specific sign for this reading to apply to you. What's more important is the energy and the message that the universe is sharing through these cards about your person's thoughts about you. And what the Page of Cups is revealing is this: your person is acknowledging something very important about themselves. When you were spending time together before, whenever that was, whether it was weeks ago, months ago, or even longer, they were not emotionally mature. And they know this now. They've been doing a lot of work, a lot of deep soul searching, a lot of deep digging into their psyche, into their subconscious, into their patterns and behaviors. They've been growing up emotionally so that when they do return to you, they're going to be in that grown-up space where they actually have emotional wisdom, where they'll be able to have deep, vulnerable, emotional conversations with you and not run away or shut down or change the subject like they might have done before. They're not going to shy away from those intimate moments of truth anymore. For some of you, this person may have been emotionally unavailable before. Maybe they couldn't talk about feelings. Maybe they changed the subject when things got too deep. Maybe they made jokes to deflect when you tried to have serious conversations about the relationship, but they've been working on this, and the Page of Cups shows that they're ready to communicate from the heart now. The next card that literally came bursting forth from the deck, and I mean it, practically jumped out, is the King of Wands. And I have to tell you, I absolutely love the King of Wands, and this king has been making his presence known in so many readings lately, which reveals that there's a massive shift happening in the collective right now. What this tells us is that your person is finding their courage and their confidence. They are gaining genuine self-awareness. They are achieving mastery over those immature emotions that cause them to pull away from you. They're getting control over low vibration energies, over reactive behaviors, over hurtful words. They're actively working on getting rid of toxic and dysfunctional patterns that have been holding them back. because this person wants to stand in their power in this love with you, and they are preparing to take real action to make it happen for the two of you. The King of Wands is a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, and this energy is all about passionate, confident, directed action toward what they truly want, and what they truly want is you. This is someone who has been feeling stuck, who has been overthinking, who has been paralyzed by fear or doubt, but something is shifting. The King of Wands doesn't sit around wondering. He takes action, he makes moves, he goes after what he wants with confidence and determination. So your person is moving from that space of passive thinking into active pursuing. Then we have the Strength card, and oh my goodness, this one is so beautiful. Your person thinks all the time about how strong you are, about how courageous you are, about how real and authentic you are, about how truthful you are, even when the truth is uncomfortable, about how powerful and magical your presence is in their life, but also about how passionate you are as well. With the Strength card showing up, this person knows that you have truly overcome a lot of difficulties and challenges in your life, and they have this deep, profound admiration for you. You may not even realize how much they admire you, but they do. They see your strength even when you feel weak. They see your courage even when you feel afraid. They see your light even when you feel like you're in darkness. And here's something else. They are definitely turned on by you. The Strength card has this passionate, magnetic energy, and your person is attracted to your inner strength, your resilience, your ability to keep going even when things get hard. That strength of character is incredibly attractive to them. You have inspired them in so many ways. They think about all the times that you inspired them to take chances, to take risks, to better themselves, to improve their life situation, to live their best life. Just your words of encouragement, the way you lifted them up, the way you believed in them when maybe they didn't believe in themselves. They think about all of those conversations and replay them in their mind constantly. Maybe you told them they could accomplish something they were afraid to try. Maybe you saw potential in them that they couldn't see in themselves. Maybe you encouraged them during a difficult time and your words stayed with them. They remember all of this and it matters deeply to them. Strength is ruled by Leo, that fixed fire sign energy of the heart, of courage, of generous love. The Queen of Swords came through next, and this card is so important because it represents the energy of truth, honesty, and clarity. It is time for complete honesty. It is time for truth without filters or protection. It is time for realness and authenticity. It is time for integrity in this connection. This person has had many reality checks with the Queen of Swords energy. They've had moments of clarity where they suddenly saw the truth of their situation, of their feelings, of what they really want. The Queen of Swords is the perfect blending of water and air. Water representing our emotions, our feelings, romance, and love, and air representing decisions, ideas, thoughts, and communication. So yes, your person has been thinking extensively about love and romance with you, thinking constantly about you, period. Thinking about this connection and where it can ultimately lead. Thinking about partnership, not just dating or casual connection, but real partnership. Thinking about establishing a long-term committed partnership with you that has roots and foundation. And they're also knowing that it's time to make decisions. Not just think about decisions, but actually make them, thinking about how it's time to stop sitting on the fence. Knowing deep in their soul that it's time to make decisions for love and to return to you, that is definitely the energy of this Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is an air sign, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, and she doesn't deal in illusions or fantasy. She deals in truth and clarity. So it's time for this person to reveal their truth to you, and they know this. This is something that they are carrying with them all the time. Their truth about how they really feel, about what you really mean to them, about what they truly want for your future together. And it's time for that truth to come pouring out of them. They can't hold it in anymore. The pressure has been building, and the Queen of Swords is saying it's time for the release, time for the honest conversation that needs to happen. The Chariot card came through next, and I absolutely love the Chariot because it's all about forward movement and momentum. It is indeed time for real movement in your situation. It's time for decisions to transform into action. It's time for action to replace overthinking. It's time to come out of silence and separation. It's time to come out of that limbo space where you're not together, but you're not completely apart either. It is time for you and your person to start spending time together again, to start rebuilding, to start creating new memories. That is something that's on their mind constantly. You are definitely on their mind and never far from their thoughts. The Chariot is ruled by Cancer, that cardinal water sign that's all about emotional courage and taking action to protect and nurture what you love. The Chariot tells us that your person is successfully overcoming the challenges, those internal obstacles that cause them to shut down and run away from you in the first place. Those things that they've been harboring within their psyche, buried in their subconscious for a very long time, maybe from childhood, maybe from past relationships, maybe from previous heartbreak. They're addressing these wounds, tackling them one by one, doing the internal work so they can show up as a person who is emotionally available, confident, and secure in who they are. Because they know that you deserve someone who is whole, someone who is healed, someone who can meet you where you are. For some of you, this person may have had abandonment wounds that made them push you away before you could leave them. For others, they may have had trust issues from being betrayed before. Some of you might be dealing with someone who had commitment fears because they watched relationships fall apart around them growing up. But whatever their specific wound, they're working on healing it because they know that if they want a real future with you, they can't bring unhealed trauma into it. Then the Judgment card appeared, and this is such a powerful card of transformation and rebirth. Your person does indeed think about starting over with you all the time. But here's what's important. It's going to be a very different relationship this time because Judgment is about renewal, about resurrection, about rising from the ashes completely transformed. It's about your person lifting themselves up to a higher vibration. It's about them raising their consciousness, their self-awareness, their emotional intelligence. It's about them going through this significant rebirth during the entire time that you have been apart from each other. They've been growing up in ways you haven't seen yet. They've been working towards self-mastery, learning to regulate their emotions instead of being controlled by them. They've been addressing that brokenness within themselves and healing that pain once and for all. They're learning to be honest, to be vulnerable, to reveal their true feelings instead of hiding behind walls. They're preparing to share everything with you, the good, the bad, the vulnerable truths they've never spoken out loud before. But here's something else. The Judgment card is showing me your person judges themselves very harshly for how they treated you, for words and actions that were low vibration, that were hurtful, that were immature, for saying things to you that they know they shouldn't have said, for not appreciating you the way they should have when they had you in their life, for taking you for granted maybe, or for not showing up emotionally when you needed them. They're wishing they had done things differently, but they also know that they can't undo what's been done. They can't go back and change the past. All they can do now is show up differently moving forward. All they can do is make genuine changes and be the partner who's going to be dedicated and determined to building a strong, lasting partnership with you. Something that will endure through challenges, something that has a solid foundation this time, something built on truth and authenticity and mature love. All of this is on your person's mind constantly, but mostly it's just thinking about you as a person, thinking about how beautiful you are inside and out, thinking about how attractive you are to them. And it's not just physical attraction, though that's definitely there. It's the whole package. It's who you are as a person. Thinking about how attracted they are to you on every level, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Thinking about how sexy you are, how your presence affects them, how just the thought of you can make their heart race. Thinking about your voice and how it soothes them or excites them or makes them smile. Thinking about your laughter and how it lights up a room, how it made them feel less alone, how they miss that sound so much. Thinking about your jokes, your sense of humor, the way you can make them laugh even when they're having a terrible day. Thinking about your shared adventures, maybe trips you took together, or simple everyday adventures like trying a new restaurant or getting lost while driving somewhere new. Thinking about the memories you created together, quiet moments, passionate moments, silly moments, deep conversations at 2 a.m., inside jokes that no one else would understand. Thinking about the experiences you shared, maybe concerts you attended, movies you watched, meals you cooked together, lazy Sunday mornings, all of it, and definitely wanting to get back to all of that. Wanting to create new memories, wanting to have new adventures with you, wanting to build on what you had before, but make it even better, even deeper, even more authentic this time around. Now, the Oracle cards are giving us additional messages about what's coming and what your person wants you to know. The first oracle card is Blowing Kiss, and this is about unconditional love, about giving and receiving, about fairness in love, about affection being returned to you. Your person is going to be blowing you a kiss up close and personal very soon. I really feel this strongly because it's time for them to return to you physically, not just in thoughts and dreams. That's what the Chariot is about: actual movement, actual reunion, actual coming back together in the physical realm. Especially with the King of Wands and the Chariot both present, the time for thinking and contemplating is coming to an end. It's time for getting up and making something happen. They've got a strategy now, they've got a plan, they're going to rise up and make it happen, and they're going to get it done because they want to come back to you. The Judgment card is about rejuvenation and restoration of this relationship. It's about starting over with a clean slate, with everything out in the open. But this time, your person's not going to hold back like they did before. They're going to give to you freely, openly, generously. They're going to be fair to you in the relationship, showing up equally, not leaving you to carry everything alone. There's going to be a balanced approach where both of you are contributing, both of you are invested, both of you are showing up your affections and your unconditional love that you gave so freely before. It's going to be returned to you this time. You're going to feel loved, cherished, appreciated in the way you always deserved. The next oracle card is Ascending, and this is about learning and expansion, about transcending old patterns, about moving into a completely new phase. It is so very much time for this new phase, the next level, the upgraded version of your connection where you are coming together on higher ground, where you are opening the lines of communication with honesty and vulnerability, where you are reconciling the past and forgiving what needs to be forgiven, where you are building a relationship again, but better this time, more powerful, more authentic, one that's going to endure through anything, one that's strong enough to weather any storm, one that's going to last for the long term. Because that Strength card is also pointing to this everlasting, endless, infinite quality of love that exists between the two of you. This isn't a temporary attraction or a fleeting connection. This is soul level, and it has staying power. Your person has needed to learn so much about themselves during this time apart. And that learning, that expansion of consciousness, that raising of self-awareness and spiritual awareness, all of it has been part of their preparation for union with you. The entire time you've been apart from each other, they've been preparing. You just can't see it yet because it's been happening internally in their private inner world. But you will indeed see the results of all this work when the time is right for you to see it, when they're ready to show you who they've become. Things happen beneath the surface, behind the scenes, all the time in that 5D spiritual space that we can't see with our physical eyes, because it's the transformation that is happening for your person at a soul level. And that is a very private, sacred matter between your person and their soul, between them and the universe, between them and their higher self. But they will share all of this growth with you when they start revealing the truth to you, when they start opening up and speaking to you from that transformed space. The final oracle card is Shock, and this is about sudden change and shocking news, unexpected surprises, rapid transformation. The Judgment card is about profound transformation and rebirth. That Judgment card is about your person raising their vibration significantly. It's about them lifting it up several notches to be able to meet you at your level, to match your energy, to stand beside you as an equal partner. Sudden change is coming very soon because we have the King of Wands, the Chariot, and the Strength card. Those are all cards of powerful movement and momentum, of things getting unstuck very quickly and very effectively. Situations that have been stagnant are about to shift dramatically. We also have this shocking news coming, and that shocking news could very well be your person showing up, maybe unexpectedly, maybe sooner than you anticipated, and completely letting down their guard in a way you've never seen before. Opening their heart fully and revealing the true depth of their feelings for you. Feelings they've always had but perhaps never fully expressed before, feelings that might surprise you with their intensity, because this is about full disclosure with the Queen of Swords present, complete truth, complete honesty, complete vulnerability, and that is going to surprise you. You might not have realized how deeply they feel, how much they've been struggling with being apart from you, how much you really mean to them. And as this person reveals the truth to you, as they share their journey of transformation, that's going to give you your own epiphanies about the connection, about what's possible, about what you both want to create together. Because they've been having these epiphanies along the way about themselves, about their patterns, about this connection, about what they truly want in life. And now it's time to bring all of that transformation into this love, into this deep soul bond that exists between the two of you. It's time to merge the inner work they've been doing with the outer reality of your relationship. Now I'm getting some very specific messages coming through for certain people watching this reading. For some of you, one of you has the letter O or F in your name, either in your first name, last name, or even a middle name. This could also be an initial of someone important in this situation. I'm seeing zodiac signs very strongly, particularly fire signs. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy is very prominent in this reading with the King of Wands and the Strength card. But I'm also seeing Cancer with the Chariot and water sign energy with the Page of Cups. So we have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio represented as well. And the Queen of Swords brings in air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. For someone watching this, you or your person could have strong placements in any of these signs in your birth chart. This doesn't have to be your sun sign, it could be your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus placement, or other significant placements. I'm seeing time frames around the next 6 days to 6 weeks where significant movement is going to happen. For some of you, this communication or reunion could happen very quickly, literally within days. For others, it might unfold over the next month or so, but the energy is building toward connection. I'm also seeing summer energy very strongly, so for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, this could be indicating this summer or the warmer months ahead. There's this feeling of warmth, of things heating up, of passion and activity increasing. For someone very specific watching this, you're going to receive a financial blessing or protection around money. This could be an unexpected payment, a job opportunity, a raise, a refund, or just suddenly finding yourself in a more stable financial position. Spirit is saying your finances are being protected and blessed as you move through this transition. I'm also seeing that for some of you, there's new opportunity coming in your career or creative pursuits. This might be separate from your love situation, or it might be connected. Maybe feeling more stable in yourself and your relationship will free you up to pursue opportunities you've been too distracted or drained to go after before. There's also a very specific message for someone about trusting your intuition right now. You might be getting dreams about this person, or sudden knowing feelings, or physical sensations when you think about them. Maybe butterflies in your stomach, or a warm feeling in your chest, or tingles. These are real spiritual communications, so trust them. That's all I have for you in this reading today. Beautiful souls, your person is thinking about you constantly. That is the core message Spirit wants you to know. You haven't been forgotten, you haven't been replaced, you matter deeply to them, and they're working on becoming the person who can love you the way you deserve to be loved. Change is coming. Movement is happening. The period of separation and silence is coming to an end. Your person is preparing to step forward with courage and honesty to reveal their truth and to start building something real and lasting with you. I hope this reading brought you clarity, comfort, and peace. I hope it helped you understand what's been happening beneath the surface during this time of separation. And most of all, I hope it gave you hope for what's coming, because beautiful things are unfolding for you. If this resonated with you, please take a moment to subscribe to Spiritual Infusion Guidance so you don't miss future messages that are meant for you. Your support means the world and helps us continue bringing you these readings. Sending you so much love and light on your journey. This is Crystal, and I'll see you in the next reading.